good. That's good thinking. But that ain't what faith was designed for. The Bible said having the necessary things you need, be content. Be content. You brought nothing in the world and you ain't gonna take nothing out. If you get $1 million, you ain't gonna do. Now that you spend it before you die, they ain't gonna put it in the casket with you. They're not gonna put it in there. Now, one man did tell his wife, he said, put my $50,000 in the casket with me. Because I don't want nobody to have it. Now, she didn't do it, but she did put a $50,000 check in the casket. Wait. She did what he said, but she did it with a check. Now, when he wake up in the new world, he gonna go to his bank and get his $50,000. See, so she did what he said, but she did not put the money there. Some folks said, bury me in my diamond ring. Now, the people that love you left the ring on you, but the undertaker, he took it off. Now, I got a gold Rolex. I want to be laid out with it, but I want somebody to take it off my arm before they bury me, because if they don't take it off, the undertaker will take it off. See, you don't get everything you want in life. If you got everything you want in life, you'll be miserable, because all we do is think about what we want. You'll be miserable if you got every minute thing that you thought about in life. You would be crowded. The piano was very beautiful, but it was crowded. It was just too big for the church. But it's a beautiful piano, Ballman, and now we got it back there where it can be used without being crowded. So don't crowd yourself up with asking God to give you everything. Some things, just get something. Be content. Now, God said, if you do get a whole lot of money, God said, if you do get a whole lot of money, Robert, distribute it. Don't keep it for yourself now. Start giving away. I got some money. If my money come in, I got some money for Louis' family. Randy said he has some money for Louis' family. So we're going to give them some money, the children, where the money ought to be. We're going to give them some money. Now, we ain't going to tell you how much it is, because we don't want you to be asking them for none of it. We're going to give them some money. See, because she was a faithful member and a good member, and she never caused any situations. She's a beautiful woman. So faith is now what faith is designed for? For you to be, let me read it, because somebody may think, Bishop, what are you talking about? Go to the faith chapter, Brother Rick, which is the 11th chapter of Hebrew. Go to the 11th chapter of Hebrew as I explain faith to you. Faith is to make sure you know who the Creator is. That's what faith is. To make sure you know who the Creator is. If you got faith, then you're going to know who the Creator is. See, without faith, it's impossible to please God, because you don't know Him. You can't please somebody you don't know. Now read out loud, Brother Rick, what I just said.
Hebrews chapter 11.
Yeah, verse 1.
Verse 1. Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report.
Read on.
Through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gifts.
Yeah, try to find that verse where it says it's impossible to. I think it's verse 6.
Verse 6, yes. Verse 6.
Verse 6.
But without faith.
Now, without faith,
it is impossible.
It is impossible
to please him.
To please him.
For he that cometh to God.
So he that cometh to God
must believe that he is.
That he is.
And that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him.
There you go. See, if you ain't got no faith, you can't please God because you don't know him. You won't be able to please him because you won't know who he is. Now, that's what faith is made for. Now, we use these other things. This building was built by faith. I ain't have no money. I ain't never died, But the building came up because I had enough faith to believe if I start, God would let me finish because I'm doing a good thing. See? But the whole building was built by faith. And after I built it, the Most High, I got in debt. I got in big debt, because this building cost a lot of money to build back in the day. I paid Oscar Robinson, who I bought it from, $50,000 for the building, for the property. No, $28,000. $28,000. That's what it was. $28,000. And so I told Bishop Rollins, I said, Bishop Rollins, I'm building, you say I can open a church now. I said, well, how about let me open one? He said, but you got to get way away from your daddy's church, Bishop Dan Campbell. He said, you got to get way away from his church. You can't own no church near him. I said, well, what about me moving way away? He said, yes. He said, now when I come in town, you're going to show me where you building that, where you buying a church at. So I got in his Cadillac. I used to drive his Cadillac all the time when he come and park it because down on 8th Street wasn't nowhere to park it, because it was on the church was right on the street. So I got in his Cadillac and I drove him up here. And when he seen the Belvedere, he said, turn my car around. I said, what do you mean? He said, you ain't going to never build no church up here. He said, where we go build it now? He said, I thought you was going to build one. He thought I was going to build one in the hood and a storefront because that's what they all had, storefront churches. He said, Tony, you can't build no church up here, son. He said, your mind is, he said, you're always brainstorming and your mind is so big. I said, Bishop, I can come up here, man. Come on now. So I said, give me some money. He said, I want to give you $400. I'll see you later. So he gave me $400 and I gave it to the realtor, and the realtor talked to Mr. Robinson and them. And they gave me a land contract on the building. And then so I did it. And then I got somebody that gave me a blessing. And the bank called me and said, somebody donated you $50,000. Now they told me don't tell you who it is. I said, what? He said, yes, he's come to the bank. I got $50,000 for you. Somebody donated it to you. And that's how I paid the building off, and I paid everything off and everything. And that's how we got it. Now that was by faith. I did it by faith. Faith works, but like the lessons of the day, it ain't gonna always work for what you want. But it will work. Faith is poor folks' money. If you're poor, your money is faith. It's the substance that you want something, right? Faith is the substance of things you want. You want a Cadillac, right? Well, you ain't got no money for no Cadillac. How many Cadillacs I done bought with no money? How many Mercedes I bought with no money? I used my faith. The first Cadillac I bought was a 1955 Cadillac. I never forget it. And then I bought one that was light blue. And I was riding down Redden Road and the A-frame fell out of it, and it broke down. Oh, it was an old car, old Cadillac. So I had a dime, so I called Thompson's Cadillac with my dime, and I went up there and I said, I want to buy one of these Cadillacs you got. He said, well, I said, well, I want to pay you about a week. I only one brought the week payment in. Okay, I'll call. He said, we don't have no programs like you pay about a week. I said, well, start what? I said, I'm a minister. When I get paid on the day I preach, I didn't tell him I was a Sabbath keeper. I said, when I get paid when I get some tithes on the day I late, he thought I was a first day preacher because I didn't tell him I was on a Sabbath keeper. So he let me start paying him $25 a week on not on a brand new Cadillac, but on the used Cadillac that was in good shape. Snowball white. We drove it down to Florida, way down to Florida. And then I wanted another Cadillac, and I went over there and told the lady, I said, order me a brand new Cadillac. She said, well, you got to put down $500. I said, I ain't got no $500. Order it anyway. When it come in, I'll pay for it. She said, okay, Reverend, because they like me over there. She ordered it. When it came in, I had the money to pay for it. A brand new Cadillac. So faith do work. It do work, but it's for people who don't have no money. I ain't have no money. Faith is your money until you get money. Now, once you get rich, you don't need it no longer. You don't need to use your faith, you use your money. But if you ain't got no money, you use your faith to get what you want to have. I bought my house with faith. I ain't got no money to get that man, give him no $500,000 for that house. So I told my lawyer, I said, look, write me a letter to the bank that owned this house and tell them that Bishop Campbell said donated this house. He said, Bishop, people don't do no stuff like that. I said, but you promised me that you would take care of any business for me because I did you a favor now. And I did you a favor, you know. He said, okay, all right. Now I know they're going to do it because his stationery made him do it. He's a top lawyer in Cincinnati, called $500 an hour. His stationery going to make him do it for me. And he said what they did, wrote me back, this is saying that if you meet with the bank, they will give you a... How many stuff out of boat by faith? How many of y'all in here got faith? Don't be scared to say it. Now you got to have incredible faith. You got to have crazy faith. You just got to believe 100% what you asking for is gonna happen. Are y'all listening to me? You just got to believe it. God said, remember what Peter said, increase my faith. Sometimes God got to increase your faith. You got faith, but you ain't strong enough. Increase my faith. Peter said, Jesus, increase my faith. Jesus said to him, oh, little faith. You ain't got a little faith waking me up. I'm laying up here trying to take a nap, and y'all supposed to be fishing, and a storm came up on you. And then I got up and I started walking the water. You told me you wanted to walk with me. So I told you, come on, people, let's walk it together. As soon as you seen the storm, you went to talk about, save me, save me. Jesus said, look here, oh, you a little faith. Quit waking me up, then. If you don't want to walk the water, don't be waking me up if you ain't going to have some big time faith. And then Peter said, increase my faith. See, when you got little faith, you got to get it increased. If you want to buy something that costs $1,000 and you only got $100, you got to increase your money. Is that right? See? So you got to increase your faith. Now, how do you increase your faith? You increase your faith by taking risks that won't destroy you. What I said again now. You increase your faith by, say you want a house. You go up there and the house is empty, you sign the yard. You write the address down and you put the address down with your name now in the mailbox with your statement that I'm buying this house by faith. Now, the mortgage man finds it. And he called you and said, look here, I missed your call, but what is your name, miss? I see you got a thing here talking about you're going to buy it by faith. Let me show it to you. Now, you're increasing it. You're taking a chance. It may get you may get out there and the man say, okay, well, with that, we got a deal that we can do for you. We got a way to get you the money. See, you're always increasing your faith. You know, now you ain't gonna have faith like somebody didn't have faith for 30 years. You just got started. See, I've been having faith for 60 years. My first faith was when I was 22. Now I'm 82. How many years is that? I'm 82. But my first faith was when I was 22. How many years is that? Somebody said 60. That's 60 years. 60 years ago. Now, the first faith I had at 60 years ago, don't y'all laugh at me now. Well, I went to the dentist and told him don't use no Novocaine. He pulled my tooth. I said, don't give me no medicine. I don't want no medicine. Man, I got home and I almost walked up beside the wall. I was hurting so bad. But I got through it. I didn't take no medicine. But my God, you talking about some pain. And I pulled my tooth. And the man tried to tell me that you take these pills, Robert. Now I got faith. That was my first faith. Yes, I mean, see, now, don't laugh at me, God. Yeah, I love myself. I quit hurting. Now, when I go to the dentist now, you know what I tell the man? Give me some Tylenol 4. He said, well, you need with 4, 3 and do it. I said, look, man, show that don't let it hurt. But I learned, I thought, they told me you're supposed to live by faith. And I thought that meant that you're supposed to do everything. You're supposed to get healed by faith. You're supposed to get everything done by faith. I was a young boy. But that was my experience. I said, well, I won't do that no more. But I started getting things by faith. Now, do I have anybody in here that really raise your hand and say, I got something by faith? Raymond said he got something by faith. Anybody else? Gentleman back there, sir. Okay, hands going up. So we got some people here that got some things by faith. Okay, you ain't got to tell us what it is, but at least you're saying you got something by faith. See? So that Rick did a very beautiful lesson on this because now, like he said now in the lesson, sometimes you got to have compassion with your faith from God. See, it's easy faith, it's hard faith, and it's crazy faith. I got crazy faith. See, I just believe that if I can do it, if I can, Mr. Ron told me one day, if you can think it, you can do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Is that right? Come on, say it with me. Where there's a what? A will, there's a way. Is that right? You know, we want to move that piano. And they said, bitch, how you gonna move this piano out of here? I said, I'm gonna show you how to move it out of here. They said, when they took the legs off the piano, when they brought it in, I said, we're gonna leave the legs on and we're gonna take it out of here and put it in the back room. I got faith. But where's it at now? In the back room. Come on now. You know, now I ain't asking y'all to have the kind of faith I had. I want y'all to go tell it. But bitch, I want y'all to know, don't be trying what I did. You know, some people y'all go to work and buy y'all stuff. But see, I didn't have no money. Y'all in a different time. Y'all in the time of education and money everywhere. Y'all can get y'all stuff different, but I came up in the time where there wasn't no money hardly in nobody's pocket. So I had to use faith. You know. Now my new church I'm building, I ain't gonna have to use no faith because I'm gonna have money. That's I ain't gonna build it. But this church was built by faith. That house was built by faith. This building next door was built by faith. All this is faith. This is nothing but faith in God. And I thank him so much. See? Now, when I get some money, it's still gonna be faith because I can't get the money if I don't have faith, right? Because I ain't got no money. So the money I'm